for the second part of the webinar, we will have a fantastic guest speaker today. Now, many of you have heard on this webinar many times a man called Ian Cording, who is a Pearl Orchid leader, absolutely fantastic and amazing leader who's been training us on these webinars relentlessly within the last year or so. However, behind every successful man, as they say, there is a very surprised woman. And now I'd like to invite this woman, this fantastic leader, Birute Cording, on the call. Let me just quickly activate her microphone so we can hear her. 1 second. Hello, Birute.
Hello, Gediminas, and hello everybody who listen me tonight. And thank you, Gediminas, for nice presentation and nice words.
That's okay. That's okay. Anytime. Anytime. Now, guys, we have this amazing opportunity. We caught this lady. We're not going to let her go easily tonight, so we're going to ask her plenty of questions. This is a golden orchid in FM, a fantastic achievement and amazing results. So before we get to interrogate her with all our questions, what I wanted to do, Birute, first of all, is to ask you to tell your story. You know, how did you came across network marketing and FM? What did you do before FM, and why did you choose FM, and how was it in the very beginning? Because most people, when they see leaders like yourself, they say, but it probably was easy for Birute. You know, it's hard for me, it's so hard to build a business, but for her it was probably, you know, piece of cake.
Okay, Gediminas. Yeah, as you know, my name is Birute, and I am Golden Orchid based in UK. I am Lithuanian, and I came to UK, I think, already 7 years ago. I was involved in MLM before, more, I think, 10 years ago. Yeah, I understood that this industry is fantastic, but I never thought that this industry can be good for me. Because I didn't believe that I can achieve, because I never was like businesswoman, and I didn't like to sell. Yeah, why I let this opportunity to go. But it happened that through MLM company, I became friends with Irene Oliver. As you know, she's diamond in FM. She moved to England and invited me to visit her, which I did several times. And later my daughters came to study in UK, and later I decided to stay in England. Later Irene introduced me with FM. As you know, I said that I didn't believe that I can achieve an MLM, and also I was successful beauty therapist and earn good money. But I joined. Because I wanted to help my friend. She was very good, my friend. And I can say 3 years I treated FM as a hobby. I like products, they're fantastic, and I recommend to my friends, my clients, my neighbors. Like I said, I wasn't selling person. I more encourage people to join and buy products for themselves. Every time when I talked with Irene, even today, I very well remember her words. She said, Birute, you need to look to this business more serious. Yeah, for now it's good, you are a beauty therapist, you are successful, you earn good money, but think about your future. What happens if something happens with your hands or eyes? You are self-employed, and your incomes will stop. Yeah, I sometimes I was thinking, oh, my friend, she wished me that something happened for me bad. But one day I got it, and I started to read books about MLM, went to trainings, meetings, everything I could to grow my confidence and my skills. And when I became more confident, I started more to talk with people about FM, about opportunity, and it happens that Lucy Clement, now she's golden in FM, came to my team. And really she inspired me, and her growth pushed me to Pearl Orchid level. When I understand this business better, because I'm family woman, you know, and I love my family, and I wanted to involve my family. My husband loved me, and of course he joined me. My daughters too, and as you know, my husband now he is Pearl Orchid in FM, and Diana, she's Pearl Orchid as well, and I have other two daughters. They are 21%. Maybe for now they are not so active, but in future I think anyway they will be more active. And we work as a family team. And after 1 year, after serious, you know, job, I can say, or serious thoughts, I became Amaranth, and the next month I became Golden. Now I really love FM because I have constant incomes. I had holidays in Portugal, cruise to Belgium. Every year I go to international picnic with my family in Poland. And several times I was in international galas party, like Mallorca, Portugal, Malta. And I can say honestly, the biggest reward I have a fantastic team with wonderful leaders. As you listen, Gediminas is my wonderful leader, Rita, Lucy, and Lucy's team have wonderful fits. I have Sue, Louis, Amanda, Oshrine, and many, many more leaders coming in my team, or became leaders, and I hope will be more and more. I really love my team, and I am proud of my team, and I have great life. I think really pretty good for blonde Lithuanian grandma. Thank you.
Well, your team loves you back, Birute. You are truly fantastic leader. Now we've got some questions coming your way. So the first question I can see here is probably more general question, and a person is asking, how do I go about direct selling to, say, hairdressers or pharmacists, and what do I ask the shop owner? So I know that yourself, Birute, you have approached some hairdressers and some beauty salons, and what would you say? What do you do when you go in, and what do you say to these people?
Really, what I say, I go, I ask how they business, yeah, and I say, would you like to have another opportunity how to earn money? And I say that I am owner perfume and cosmetics franchise, and explain about perfumes, about business opportunity, you know. Yeah, sometimes if they want to try, I leave a star ticket to try, and after 1 week, I coming back and say what you would like to do, or you want that I will give for you some profit, or you want to join and you know, to buy products for salon or hairdresser shop and sell for customers.
Fantastic, and I think this is a really nice thing to even, you know, if you guys writing things down, write down, you know, a franchise owner, you know, because every one of us, we are not working for FM, we are actually independent distributors, which means in a way we are all franchise owners of our own little FM perfume business. You know, by getting that sample, you become a business owner. You know, so something that Birute mentioned, actually, I've never used this, I need to start using this, I'm a franchise owner.
Yeah, it's really true.
Amazing, amazing. Now, Jody is asking, how do you join the Orchid Club? I'm a new FM distributor.
I'm sorry, I didn't understand the question.
How do you join the Orchid Club? How do you become an orchid?
How I became, you know, because I have fantastic team. And yeah, of course I help for people, and they become leaders, become like Lucy became 21%. I had other team, and I became Pearl Orchid, and later my husband became Pearl Orchid, Diana, my daughter, and I became golden. It's
Yeah.
very simple, you know.
Absolutely.
You need to help people, you know, to grow, to become leaders, and you're becoming Orchid Club member. We are like coach. We teach people and help them to achieve.
Exactly, and that's the key. It's actually helping people. So, you know, it is not what other people can do for me so I can become an Orchid Club member. It is what I can do for them. How can I help them to achieve the higher levels so that that makes me a higher level leader? You know, so once you have a team member that reaches 21% and you have additional 20,000 points from all the other team members, you become a Pearl Orchid. Once you have 3 people that reach 21% in your team, you become an Amaranth Orchid. Once you have 3 people who achieve Pearl Orchid level, you become a Golden Orchid. And this is exactly what Birute have done. So she actually, before she could become a Golden Orchid, she had to help 3 people to achieve this fantastic Pearl Orchid position, which means that they're already getting a nice income as well. And if they happen to be your family members, that's even better.
Yeah, you are right.
Rachel is saying, can I thank Irina, Gediminas and the Cordings for allowing our team access these wonderful webinars from World Support UK team. No problem, guys. You're more than welcome. And we learn a lot from you guys too. That is not a problem. Another question I've got for you, Birute, and I know you're really good at it, so I wanted to ask that question. How do you support your team? I mean, you know, sometimes there is ups and downs in the business, and I know because I'm in your team, and I know you're really, really good at supporting your team members. And how would you do that?
How I do? I ring people. I ask how they are. Do they need help? And if they need my help, I even go. I have, for example, people in Peterborough. They meet together, and I go to them to help do workshop. For example, how to do perfume party, how to do makeup party, and teach them how to even like how to do makeup. And the same, I like do business presentation, or maybe more we talk about business. I show my sample, and yeah, I have people in London. Now we will go with my husband, with Ian, yeah, to Cannock to support people. Even we now have a new leader, and she invited us to go. I forgot now. No Liverpool, but another
Leicester
city where we will go to support. Yeah, Bristol, sorry. Yeah, Bristol, yeah, to go to support. Yeah, it's a long way, but we think that really, yeah, if they want to grow, we need to help them. Absolutely. And always I say for people, if you feel like not confident, if you feel that you need our support, please only tell us, and we will help. Even sometimes I go with people to beauty shops, hairdresser shops, even we make call contacts together, and that people can build their confidence.
Absolutely, absolutely. I think there's 3 key things in what you just said, Birute. You know, first thing is obviously going that extra mile and traveling the distance. You know, you just heard Birute saying that she goes to, you know, Peterborough, which is about 2 hours away from where she lives. She's going to go to Bristol, which is another probably 3 hours, you know, etc. And that, you know, I remember last winter when we had all of the snow, etc. And I had a commitment to go and support my team up in Spalding and Boston, and that took me about 2.5 hours plus all the snow, etc. And then the week after that, I'd done a meeting in Milton Keynes, and there was about 20-30 people in the room, and I said, now how many of you would have drove 2.5 hours through the snow that we had last weekend to do a business opportunity presentation? And obviously just one hand gone up. And then I said, how many of you would like to sponsor 5 people in to do one presentation and sponsor 5 people with the big sample kits who start right away in the business? And obviously nearly everybody raised their hands. But when I asked the first question, only one person raised their hand that would have traveled those 2.5 hours. And you know who that person was? that person was Lucy Clement, the golden orchid. And I said, well, there's a reason why she's a golden orchid and most of us aren't, because she's ready to go that extra mile in order to achieve the results. And you'll find that many of the leaders are, they will go that extra mile to support the team. A second thing that Birute said is that a team member needs to call you, because as you can imagine, how many people do you have in your team, Birute?
About 8,000.
Can you call those 8,000 people every day and ask them how they are?
No, really not.
You can't. Of course you can't. But the team member can always call you. So that's how it should work. Very often people, they think, oh, my sponsor is not calling me and I don't know if they want to talk to me, etc. But reality is the sponsor cannot call every single team member every day because it's just too many. But you as a team member, you can always call your sponsor and ask any question, ask for help anytime, really, and the sponsor will be more than happy to do that. And the final thing that Birute mentioned in there was doing things with your team members, and that's something I've learned from Birute and we've used in our business, and we saw that work too. Like, if your team member needs to learn how to go to hairdressers and beauty salons, don't tell them how to go to beauty salons and hairdressers, but go with them. If your team member needs to learn how to do a perfume party, don't tell them how to do a perfume party, but do one with them. And once they see you doing it, it'll be the best lesson they can learn.
Yeah, and I can teach your people that they will be better than you. Look how Gediminas is better than me, how he is a good speaker. I teach them.
Isabel is asking, can Birute come to Sheffield to do some training and so forth? I'm sure she will. I'm sure she will in time.
Yeah, of course.
and Kent. So I think we'll have pretty much every area in the UK that demands Birute to come. And
we have a lot of leaders they can help and
Absolutely, absolutely. And there's lots of trainings happening. You just need to go on the FM website, go on the Facebook, and you'll see so many different trainings happening all around the country and Manchester. Another question that I wanted to ask you, Birute, and this is probably it's on the mind of every single distributor, is how do you find new people to bring into the business?
How I find a lot of people around everybody. Yeah, what I do, I talk with people, I listen people, and I meet people everywhere. Now even I never looking like special, I go, for example, like to bank, and I meet people, and of course everywhere we have opportunity to talk with people. We smile, people smile, and of course when they smile you make like conversation, and you ask how they are, and make friends, and later you can always say about our business, about our opportunity, or ask, maybe they know people who would like to be in our business. Yeah, it's everywhere, even I have people in Gediminas when I go to buy my dresses, clothes, and they ask me, oh, you smell nice, and of course, then straight opportunity to talk about business, and now they're buying from me, and they said we never ever will buy from shop, because FM perfume are better and better price.
Ian just commented, put 20 people in a room and Ian will drive Birute to the destination. Just a few things I wanted to point out what Birute just said. First thing that I caught from that is listen. They say God gave you 2 ears and 1 mouth for a reason. You should be listening more than you talk. And most of us, we have that sort of attitude. Hi, how are you? Have a look at my business. And people, it's a bit of a shock to people when you go in their face. Whereas if you listen and you hear a person saying, oh, you know, I haven't got enough money, or I hate my car, I hate my house, I hate my boss, etc., then you can actually say, well, by the way, you know, if you hate your boss, I can show you how to sack your boss. You know, or if you hate your car, I could show you how you can get a Mercedes like Birute and, you know, get one for free. So listen to what people do, and, you know, using the time then. You know, people say, how much time would you spend to the business? But really, is working smarter, not harder. So like Birute says, when she goes to the bank, she would go to the bank anyway. But if she took, you know, whilst she in the bank, she can always use that time also to prospect for new people, right? So she doesn't have to spend a separate time where I go to bank and then I go separately looking for people for FM, but you just keep an eye out and look for people all through the day. You know, wherever you're doing, wherever you're going, you look for these people. And, you know, the last thing that Birute mentioned that I noticed was asking, you know, not necessarily do you want to earn more money, but do you know anybody who would like to earn more money? This is a really, really nice way of asking people, because it's rejection free. Because if a person says, no, I don't know anybody, that's better than a person saying, no, I don't want your business. And also, you know, they might say, oh, actually, I would be interested. You know, what do you have in mind? So that's...
For example, yeah, I want to say, like example, and I have time with my grandson, and we go to play with him. We're moms with children, and I have leaflets about when moms can earn more than dads. And I ask for people to say, I have perfume again franchise, and they're looking for people who, or young moms who looking to earn extra money, and they give leaflet, and we have some people already join.
Amazing, amazing. We did hear from Ian a few weeks ago that in order to prospect for FM, you have to have a small child or a dog. So I think a lot of people are on the lookout now for dogs or small babies. We have the Diamond Lady on the call today as well, and she's saying, because Birute loves people, people love her and follow her. And thank you for being such a good friend and a good leader. That's from Diamond Orchid, Irina Oliver.
Thank you, Irina. And you are a really, really good sponsor. Thank you very much.
Okay, and Annie is asking, do you have any hints on an icebreaker on speaking to strangers that you use regularly? So how do you start the conversation, Birute? What do you say, or what do you ask, or how do you start the conversation?
It's really, every time I think different. It's naturally, you know, the most important, you know, smile. And if you see that people open, you know, and they smile to you, you know, it's very naturally. It depends, you know, what they're doing. If they have child, you say compliment for child. If they have dog, you say compliment for dog. And later, you know, I think compliments are very, very good iceberg. Like, you know, iceberg, how would you say, it's very, people more open when you say compliments and smile. I think it's a very good tool. I don't know, it's every time, you know, it's very natural. I remember, like, at the beginning, when I went out, every time I was thinking, I need to talk with 3 people, and I was looking for people. Now, it happened very naturally. It's the same when you drive a car, you know, at the beginning you need to learn how to do, and later you drive. And at the beginning you are not confident, but more you drive, more you become confident, and later you sit in the car and naturally you drive. And the same in this business, you know, more you're doing, more naturally it's happening. And now I really, really enjoy to meet new people and to talk with them.
Exactly. And Birute mentioned smiling, you know, and you can see her picture here in front of you. You know, you might think that she's smiling like that just because she's got a Mercedes, but actually she's always like that. She's always smiling like that. So yeah, smile is something, you know, really big, you know, and it can change, you know, because if you smile, a person smiles back, and if they smile back at you, it's easier to talk to them, you know. Helen is asking, what do you say when people say, oh, I have heard of FM and they are cheap copies of perfumes?
What I say, I think you have wrong information. I can explain differently. And if people open and won't listen, I explain. But if I you can see that person don't want to listen to me. I don't waste my time. I have people who listen to me. Yeah,
Exactly,
very simple,
exactly.
you know. Yeah.
Definitely, definitely. So yeah, they just been, given wrong information. Absolutely, absolutely. Uh,
Yeah.
Now you are an amazing leader, and you have actually built leaders in your organization. I mean, people like myself. I don't count myself as a very big leader, but anyway, FM was a first business for us, and you taught us from the very beginning. So, what would you say makes a good leader in the FM business?
First, you need to be a good sample and to love your leaders. And of course, you need to motivate them, to help them, um, recognize them is the most important, and to be proud of your lead, of your people, of your leaders, and always to think not about yourself or about your people, what they will achieve, if, like you said, you can be successful by helping others to be successful. It's really, when people even shy to talk with people, you never think about yourself. If you think about yourself, what you will get, you really will be shy, and really will be very difficult to talk or to help people. But when you think opposite, you always will think what people will get, what your leaders will get from this business. It's really more easy to do that.
Absolutely, absolutely, and probably Birute is one of the best examples of people who, don't look after themselves. They just look after the team. You are an amazing example of a leader.
Thank
Um,
you.
that's all right. That's all right. Also, one of the things I wanted to ask you, what do you think about the trainings? What do you like best about the training? Do you think trainings are important in this business, or what do you think about trainings?
I can say honestly, trainings are very, very important because first you getting knowledge, you meet people and successful people, you learn, and the same you getting very, very good energy. It's really inspire you be more active and more believer, and of course to be more confident.
Absolutely, absolutely. And Birute mentioned earlier on, recognizing your leaders, and maybe even sometimes, giving gifts to them, etc. And one of the things that I loved about being in Birute's team, that, a lot of the gifts she would give to her team members are actually trainings. She would, perhaps give a set of CDs, or a ticket to a training, etc. And that, I think, is better than any other gift, really, because that helps the person to develop and to learn and to actually start earning more in their business as a consequence of learning more.
Yeah, yeah, it's really true.
Okay. What are your favorite products in FM, Birute?
Number 18 with pheromone. It really helps me. It make my mood better, and it's really, especially at the beginning, I really sprayed the perfume with pheromone and made me more confident. I love this perfume, and I can sell, a lot of them. Maybe not to sell, but people buying from me.
Yeah, 199 is my one. Yeah, everybody buys it from me. One of the things, this is a very good question. One of the things people always ask, they say, what do you say to people who are skeptical? And I think a lot of people think that, probably Birute, when she talks to people, nobody is skeptical. Everybody is saying just, where do I sign Birute? And how in reality is, what do you say to people who are skeptical? And do you ever get skeptical people?
Of course, I get skeptical people, and I getting a lot of rejection, of course. But I not very much pay attention, and like at the beginning, yeah, I paid attention and hurt me, especially if we're close people, even my sisters or other people. Yeah, it's happened. Yeah. hurt me, but now because I am confident and I really know how this business is good, I even, if I can see that person good and wants something to hear from me, yeah, I pay attention and I give my time. But if I see that person doesn't want to listen and not right time, yeah, I really don't want to waste time because I have a lot of other people
Absolutely.
who need me. Yeah.
Okay, fantastic. Okay. Helen is saying, I think of Birute every time I wear the eyeliner she gave me the day we met. The final question, Birute, before I let you off, goal setting. Do you think it is important to set goals? I remember something about your fridge and a picture stuck to it. What do you think of goal setting? Is it time wasting or is it a useful thing to do in your business?
Yeah, of course, it's very important. If you will not have goals, you will not achieve. And bigger goals you have, more you will achieve. Like I always say, at first you need to have dream, believe, and wish, of course, and you have goal. And when you have goal, you, of course, you will want to learn and to act. And yeah, and of course you will achieve. How you can to drive car if you don't know where to go? Yeah, you will where you will go, and it's go like your destination, you know. And yeah, when you achieve one goal, you can make another goal, bigger goal.
Exactly. And the Mercedes you guys see in front of you, Birute and Ian, they stuck the picture of that Mercedes. How long before you got it on your fridge?
I think about was half year or maybe even 1 year. I can't exactly remember. Yeah.
About 6 months ago,
quick.
yeah. And they've been seeing that picture of that Mercedes every day for 6 months in a row. And then they got it, you know, they got it because they put it as the goal, they put it as a destination, you know, as a thing to achieve, you know. And once I heard somebody saying that goals is the same like you have goals in football. Now, if you took goals away from football game, you would have 20 idiots running around the field with the ball. Not a very exciting thing to see, you know. So there is no direction in the game if there's no goals. So same here, you know, it is absolutely vital and to set your goals and to decide what you want to achieve in this business. Okay, Birute, I thank you very much for your time today. It was an honor and a pleasure to have you on our call, and I hope that you will come on more often and teach us your strategies and trainings. And if you want to say anything to finish off the call.
Yeah, thank you very much, everybody who listened me. Thank you, Gediminas, and I wish everybody success, and I wish everybody, especially new people, grab this wonderful opportunity. It's great, and I really would like that more and more people will be in our company.
Fantastic.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Birute. Bye for now.
Bye-bye.
Okay, guys, an amazing webinar.